Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel A to Z Therapy with Smruti. I'm Smruti Sikta Mishra, a second year occupational therapy student from Delhi University. As you have already seen on the thumbnail, today's conversation is with Rupali Gulati ma'am. Rupali ma'am is an alumni from Pandit Deendayal Upadhyay National Institute from Persons with Physical Disabilities and SVNIRTAR. Today's clip, ma'am talks about how the patient representation can be very different from what we study in the theory. And this is one of those common mistakes that we as bachelor students do when we study, that we don't correlate how the physical or the patient representation can be and what we read in our books. So this is for all you bachelor students.
As you were saying, you did some courses through IGNOU and because you felt they will be helpful and all. So, there are a lot of things which are not in our curriculum, or we don't take it seriously even if it is present in our curriculum, but when we get into the market, when we get into the reality, we realize कि हाँ ये सब चीजें हमें कर लेनी चाहिए थी. So what do you think after doing your masters, those things जो bachelors में usually students don't do in terms of if even if they think कि हाँ हमें masters करनी है in pediatrics, so what are those things that you think we एक bachelor student को miss out नहीं करना चाहिए?
Well, I think missing out is not the I would not say that we are missing out on anything, right? But in graduation, what we do is we read the books separately, we see the cases separately, right? We don't connect them. So the basic thing I would like to suggest is like connect your theory, the theoretical knowledge and your practical hand, right? When you connect them, you get a better understanding. So what I faced the most problem was there that I knew the theoretical part, right? Yes, I studied that. This was this treatment, this was this treatment. This is the case, this is the treatment, right? But what was the problem was that in masters you are expected, like, why are you doing this? No, that you are giving this treatment, but why? What is the basic of that? What is the logic of that? What is the basis behind that? That why is it working like this? It is really helping the child? Right, it's fine. But why? No? So yeah, I would say that that try to connect or try to reason with the what therapy are you giving? Why are you giving? And how is it helping the child? On what part of the brain, on what part of the body is the therapy really helping the child with? Right? So I would say that, yeah, don't miss on that part. So we know the therapies and all, but just give a quick reference to the all the pointers that you are giving, that create a little I would say in a nutshell that this is the case and this is the therapy we are giving, but why we are giving that, like that. So you have a little reasoning to connect the two things along.
So basically थोड़ा practical approach होना बहुत जरूरी है.
Actually,
as in terms of
we read in the books and what we see in the patient, I think it's not very easy to connect both the things, because what we read, we get a different presentation in the patient. You always not get, like, if example we study about spastic cerebral palsy, right? And we know the treatment, we know what have to be done, and we do that. But in real, the presentation is totally different. The child may not be a spastic CP, child may be a mixed CP, and in most cases it does happen. The child is not presenting with the spastic symptoms that we used to study in the books, that this symptom, so we labeled it as spastic cerebral palsy. There are 10 other problems that we have to manage along with it, right? So that's the point, that what we read in books and what we get the presentation of the child, there are two different things. So we need to have a broad mind, like a broad spectrum. We need to have a broad spectrum, that if the child is showing this also, then the child may have this also, right? If this is the condition the child is showing, then there are two other problems that I have to look with them. So like that only, as OT does look at the child as the holistically, right? We look at different I would say aspects and different areas to treat the child with. So yes, we have to have a broad spectrum of mind and knowledge also, so that we can connect well to it and then treat the child or the patient accordingly with it.
Sherry ma'am ne bhi on the similar line, she has also mentioned these things. And from there, I remember we were talking about the research. Like she had mentioned ki like ek hota hai ki maybe in your final years or maybe during your post-graduation, you do the researches just because you have to do and it's a part of your curriculum and all of that. Cases of pediatrics, how do you look upon to research and how the importance of evidence-based therapy management and all of that?
Is really a crucial part in our profession because the therapies are changing almost all day to day. The therapies that started around when the OT was started, so it has come a long way from that. So yes, we have to keep we need to be updated, we have to keep up to the date for the new therapies, for what is being going on in the market, what are the new therapies that are being currently used, what are the therapies that are discarded, what are the approaches that are currently used, what are the new trends, what are the contemporary things that we need to learn, what are the traditional approaches that are still in use or that are being discarded. So we need to be updated with that to be in the I would say in the best shape or in the best state of mind for the best of child or the best of the outcome for the patient. I would say that yes, in fourth year only, you will only study the basics about the research, that how is it done, why is it done, what are the different types of research. In postgrad, you get to do a research on your own. You get to write your own thesis. So that's a plus. Actually, most of the people don't do it because they think it's a very laborious process and they won't be able to finish it. But yes, it's a good thing to pursue or to get your feet into.
And that's all for today's clip. Make sure you do like it if you liked it, of course, and do share it with your friends for all the gyan that you learned from this video. Make sure that you check out all the other playlists for all the amazing content on occupational therapy or physiotherapy. Such amazing content on occupational therapy. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. All the social media links are down in the description, so do check out. And for all other information about me or the channel and everything, go to the About section, you will have it all.